So you want to know something that is really crazy? Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I'm 6 feet tall. My dad was 6'9", my mother was 5'6". I have 7 brothers and sisters that are taller than I am. So I come from a tall family. So here's the thing. I've been tall ever since I was 5 or 6 years old. And it wasn't until age 30, which was 2018, that people started hurling insults at me for being tall. Prior to that, only one time in high school, somebody called me manly. One time in middle school, somebody called me the Jolly Green Giant. And I can maybe think of maybe 2 or 3 other times where somebody insulted my height. So I can count on one hand the number of times someone made a negative comment about my height from age 5 all the way to age 30. And I know a lot of other tall people have not gotten so lucky, but I just randomly got lucky when I was younger. When I was maybe 13 is when people started, being jealous and ganging up on me and just singling me out and targeting me. But even the people that did not like me, they never hurled insults at me. They never hurled insults at my appearance. They would do other things like ignoring me, excluding me, sucking their teeth at me, rolling their eyes at me, even threatening to fight me or threatening to get me jumped. They never insulted my appearance though. That started the year that I turned 30 in 2018. That same year, people here in the city in Manhattan that have been nasty to me the whole time I've been living here, that same year was when people started pulling me to the side and saying, I always wanted to be tall. I always wanted to look like that. You have a beautiful height. I don't have a beautiful height. That all started in 2018. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, why all of this sudden attention on my height all of a sudden? Like, people have always commented on my height, but not just my height, like my overall physique, because when I was younger, I was really thin. So, people always made comments about my overall physique. Most of the comments were positive, but like I said, even people that were jealous and hostile towards me never made negative comments about my appearance. So people like hyperfixating on my height all of a sudden, right around 2018 is when that started. I'm like, why all of this sudden attention on my height? Like, what is happening? Because that never happened to me before. And then I realized later, I think it's connected to like people getting red pilled and black pilled. And everyone's making a big deal about being tall. And what's happening right now is that I've noticed this from men and women. Like, people who feel that they don't measure up are taking out a lot of their anger on tall women. And if you're a tall woman that this doesn't happen to, then you just randomly got lucky. That doesn't change the fact that this is happening to some of us. Like, I've noticed an uptick with like just random strangers getting aggressive with me unprovoked. And this just started within the past 7 years. Like, prior to that, I've never had like strangers randomly get aggressive with me when I'm walking down the street, like randomly hurl insults at me or randomly threaten to punch me in the face. Never happened to me before. I've never had people just call me a tall bitch or transgender or manly. Prior to 2018, that was something that was not a part of my day-to-day life. And then right in 2018 is when that became like a normal thing. And I'm like, whoa, that was pretty surprising to me. But like I said, I had people pull me to the side and like people that I knew personally who would say, I always wanted to be tall. You have a beautiful height. And I'm like, oh, is that why random people keep like randomly hurling insults at me for being tall? Is that what's going on? There's a sudden height interest. And then I found out later, once I discovered the red pill and the black pill and how they obsess over appearance and whatnot, then I'm like, okay, so people who feel that they don't measure up are using tall women as a punching bag. With men under 5'10" being the most hostile demographic by far. That's the thing about being 1% of the population. Like, a lot of little angry men have a lot of resentment towards tall men, but a lot of them are scared of tall men. So they redirect their anger to tall men's tall daughters because we're women and we're only 1% of the population, so we're an easier target. But it's just crazy how this height obsession thing just started out of nowhere. And for me, it's been ongoing for the past 7 years. Maybe, hopefully soon, everybody will pick something new to obsess over because I just recently started yelling at people and cursing people out. And I don't know, I'm going to have to start turning up on people because people keep making these little passive aggressive, snarky comments when they see me, when they walk past me, etc. And honestly, I feel like I'm in high school again. Like, when I was in high school, like I mentioned earlier, people never hurled insults at me, but they would just keep picking at me. It's getting on my nerves. Like, the passive aggressive behavior is really getting on my nerves. So